Yeah, go ahead.
Same thing we did in the field house earlier.
Yeah.
Not too bad. So Garrett, first thing I have for you is your Coach Alex done something this year where he's played 3 catchers in a lot of these games. You've played outfield like you did today. What's that switch been like of playing outfield instead of behind the plate all season long, and how do you think that's benefited you guys of being able to have 3 catchers in the game at once?
Well, realistically, your catchers are your toughest players. I mean, I'd like to say that. With having 3 catchers, like Horky goes out, does a job in right field. Coop, great catcher, does his job, and then I've played outfield most of my life too, so I feel like I bring something to the table there, and everybody has their own thing to do. I mean, it's a team game. If you have all 3 that are producing, you might as well use them.
How much does that say about this team that not only can you guys play different positions in the field, but it feels like the team has a different lineup almost every game, and the same amount of success comes from it?
We get jobs done. It doesn't really matter what spot we're in. We can be down, get the job done. We're up, get the job done. If it's your turn, do your job.
And you yourself today, a couple big extra base hits. You had the 1 home run that was lifted by the wind out there. You had 3 RBI. What led to the success today? Were you seeing the ball well? What went well at the plate?
I mean, yeah, I'm seeing the ball well, but I kind of took it upon myself, like I'm trying to smack the ball. The wind was blowing in. I thought I was going to hit one out through the wind, so yeah, I mean, I felt like that took my eyes and put it better, like I was seeing it actually, so I was just putting swings on the ball. But everybody, you got 9 guys on the field, they do their job. Everybody does like good quality at bats. We get the pitcher out. It's hard to win a game when you go to the bullpen early.
And you guys are catching hot right now, 5 straight wins, kind of the same time you guys did last year before you went on the 17-game winning streak in conference play. What is it about the start of conference play that gets you guys going as a team?
I really don't think it's dependent on the start of the conference play. I think we take every game the same way. Like today, maybe a little less of like we need to like bring it on these guys, but we had the same intensity and brought it out and ended up with a win, so that's all you can do.
And the final one for me, I talked to Coach about it. You guys 4 straight games have taken the lead in the 8th inning. What is it about the 8th inning, the late game success you guys are having right now?
I don't really know about that one. I mean, you go into the 8th down, you're probably going to lose the game, but there's something about these players, like they don't give up.
How nice was it to be back at home for the first time this year?
It's pretty nice, especially we haven't been outside since October, so okay. Yeah, all peaches.
All peaches.
That's all we got.
That's all we got. Make sure we get Nick good with the all peaches in there.
All right, so Coach, how's it feel to be back playing here at Stellar Field to get a win for the 4th straight year in the home opener?
Yeah, it's a good start to the homestand that we'll have coming up. It was nice to, I guess, call it win ugly as opposed to losing pretty. We have a lot of things to work on, and I look forward to 2:30 stretch tomorrow.
And I think it's 4 straight games now. You guys have taken the lead in the 8th inning. What's been special about the 8th inning for you guys, and what's led to the late game success with the offense?
I think we do a better job in the back half of the games of valuing our at-bats and really just winning each pitch. That's what we're focused on, is trying to win each pitch. And we, for some reason, right now we're doing it in the last third of the game, and this day that we get that dialed into the first 2/3 along with the last third, we'll be a pretty good team.
And you've kind of switched it up this year. You've played 3 catchers for a lot of these games. Cooper behind the plate today. You had Garrett out in left field, Horky out in right. What led to that decision to put 3 catchers in the field, and how do you think it's paid off so far this season?
Yeah, part of it's availability. But a lot of it has to do with the athleticism of Garrett Wright and Zach Horky. They're not just catchers, they're baseball players. Cooper's a baseball player as well. We moved him around in the fall to see where else we could possibly get them at-bats. And they've strung together some good at-bats early on in the season. So want to give them the opportunity to go out there and run around in the field, because, you know, when we're right and we're 100%, you know, the DH spot is Newman's, but right now we got some options to do some different things and some flexibility because Zach and Garrett are baseball players.
And a lot of players after a season like Garrett had freshman year experience some sort of a sophomore slump. He's batting over 400 this season now. The power's starting to come through. What have you seen in him that's allowed him to play at an even higher level this season than he did last year?
He's a bigger, stronger, faster version of the guy he was last year, and he understands how the college game works. He knows the calendar. And I think we did a pretty good job last year of preserving him when we were able to, so he was able to get better and not just get beat up as a freshman all the time. And he works extremely hard. He's very talented. He's wired different between the years. He's a guy that could play in any era of Bowling Green baseball. You know, he could belong in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and he'd get along with those guys and play well with them just because he plays the game to a level and a way that generations of Falcons would appreciate.
And the last one I have, on Sunday, you reached 100 career wins here at BG. What did it feel like to hit that career milestone mark?
It was nice. It was a very nice gesture from our parents and our players to recognize, you know, that achievement. But you can't win games without players, and we have some good players. And you know, we were joking about afterwards, let's get to the next 100 a little quicker and keep it rolling.
All right, I got one. 6 pitchers today, Coach. What do you think the game plan was behind that, and how do you think they all did?
Yeah, we wanted to get some guys out there and get them some confidence and get them some more game experience, stretch some guys out there. Obviously rest the bullpen that we've been using on the weekend a good amount, but also, you know, lengthen our pitching staff. So we knew we were going to use a lot of guys and that they were going to get an opportunity to go out there and get themselves going a little bit. And we had some really good performances. You know, I'd say Kate Arn was outstanding. Nate Kress was outstanding. It was good to see, you know, the local guy go out there and pitch well back in Bowling Green. And you know, we'll get some other guys going after this too.
Cool. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Sure.